Alright guys, back again for another review. Big Tom.
Damien.
Today we're going to be doing the Nzonic V5 by Mads Mods.
Yeah, the Nzonic V5, it's a Filipino mod, it's a telescopic, it's 18350 to 18500 and an 18650 configuration, and it also takes a kick in all three configurations, which is really nice. It comes with a magnetic switch instead of springs, it has a reverse threaded locking ring, and it also has this really nice little throw on this bottom button here because of the magnetic switch, and this nice little Swarovski crystal put in the bottom for you. It's very nice. Yeah, this is the V5 from Mads Mods. They've had obviously 5 different versions of this. We've actually reviewed the V3 in the past, which we really liked. There was a little issue with the V3 that we weren't too happy with, and that was the top cap. It had a slanted top cap. It basically made it about 19mm, so your 22mm at is overhung slightly, but on the V5 we do now have a flat top cap, so your 22mm atomizers do fit nice and flush. It has copper contacts, so it hits nice and hard. It's a very sturdy, very well built mod. It also comes with 2 centre tubes. One basically for your 18350 and 18500 batteries, and then you get another one for your 18650 plus a kick if you need it. In the top cap it has deep embedded wells, and they're made in sort of respect to the Filipino sun to catch your juice, so that's a really nice touch, and it's really well made, a real sturdy device, and I like it. The button is exceptional.
Yeah, and as Damien's saying, obviously the difference in the top cap and the bottom button, we do believe that you can pick up the top cap and the bottom button, so if you do have the V3 and you don't want to buy the full device, you can actually get the top cap as well, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can. If you did have the V3 and didn't want another mod like the V5, you can get the top cap, which is about 35 quid. You can get this from Schmo Vapes actually in the UK, and the price has just been dropped from £115 to £100. Now it is a high-end device, so the way it's built, the way it hits, the way it has the switch is made, £100 is a really good price. And like I said, with all 3 configurations, being able to take a kick as well, that's really nice for a telescopic mod. There's no extras you need to buy in order to do that. The voltage drop is good. It's a really nice voltage drop, very minimal, and yeah, it's a hard hitting mod. It's really fucking nice.
It is, and it does look the deal, and it looks alright with the fire dripper on top.
Yeah, I think it's one of the tastiest looking telescopics out there. It's really pretty, it's really nice, and it's sturdy, so you know, you get what you pay for with this. It is a really fucking nice looking mod. I loved the V3. My only issue was the top cap, but even so, just with that slight overhang on the V3, it still looked tasty, it still looked nice, but this is a really nice improvement with it. So what we'll do is we'll go down to the table, we'll have a look at all the bits you get with it, and what it looks like in all 3 modes. It does look beastie in 18650 mode, especially in 18650 with a kick. It is a giant fucking mod, but still it has the option. There's no extras you need to buy, no kick tube extensions like you would on say the 69 mod. It is basically, once you get it, you're ready to rock in any configuration you got. So we'll go down the table now, we'll have a closer look, and we'll come back and give you our thoughts. So here you have your Nzonic V5 from Mads Mods. They're broken down into all its major components. You have your top cap, your 18650 extension tube, your 18350 and 500 extension tube, your bottom button and your main body there. The main body does have the Mads Mods logo engraved in there, which is a nice deep engraving. And also on the bottom button, it has its Mads Mods sign there, your serial number, and a blue Swarovski crystal, if I've said that right. It has a reverse locking ring, and it does have some brass threads on it. The top cap, we've got a copper plated floating pin inside. It also has these deep cuts made for the dripping of juice, any juice leakages or anything like that, in the shape of the Filipino sun, which is a nice touch there. It has some cuts as well for airflow. It also has a hole punched in there for, just in case, for battery venting or anything like that. So first of all, let's put the mod together in 18350 and 18500 mode. Screw on your top cap, your main body, and here's a nice touch as well. If you see at the bottom of the main body, it does have a magnet in there, and it also has a magnet in the switch. So if we was to push these two together like so, it will push the switch out because of the magnets opposing each other. And we tighten that up. And there you have it in 18350 mode. Now with an 18350, it doesn't do up all the way. It gives you about that much gap, which is a shame. I would have liked it more if it went completely sealed like so, but it doesn't with an atomizer on the top, obviously. It gives you about that much gap. In an 18500, it screws out. Now it does take a kick in all three configurations. So if you're in 18350, you have room to play to put in with a kick. In 18500 and a kick, you would put the extension tube on, like so. And also in 18650 with a kick, it will work with this tube as well, and it will be a very, very long device if it does. It's a really well-made, solid device as it goes. I loved the V3. I bought a V3 as well when they first came out, and I thought they were really nice. The throw on the button is really short. It's really firm because of the magnets in there. The V3 did have that tapered in top cap, so it's nice now that they've done this flat top cap. They did have an optional extra top cap that you could purchase for about £35, but the V5 comes with it automatically now. It's a solid piece of kit. It really is a lovely telescopic, one of the, well, I think one of the nicest out there. Lovely engravings, lovely bottom button here with the opposing magnets. It does have a reverse locking ring as well, so yeah, it's a really nice solid device. That's the Nzonic V5 from Mads Mods.
Alright guys, so after looking at the V5 up close, it is pretty bang on to the V3 apart from the top cap, and as I say, you can get the replacements for it, but it's hard, just the same, copper contacts, it's a beauty.
Yeah, there isn't a huge difference between this and the rest of the Enzonics really, apart from the top cap that comes with this as standard, but you, like we said, you can buy the top cap for about 35 quid if you already have one of the previous versions. But if you just want to get your first Enzonic, then the V5 is the way to go. It does come as standard with a 22mm top cap. The magnetic switch is absolutely superb, as on all the other V5s. I mean, it has a nice resistance to it. It's really nice and easy to push, but yet feels sturdy. It does come with the two centre tubes as well in order to have all your different configurations, and the button's really nice as well, especially nice touch with the little Swarovski crystal inside. Eddie from Mads Mods usually does them in the blue, which comes with the V5, but sometimes when he runs out, he gives you a green, like I got on my V3. So if you're looking to get into a telescopic, this is definitely one of the best out there. It's good looking, it's hard hitting, a magnetic switch, copper contacts, floating 510 connection pin as well. You have 22mm at his fit, lovely and flush. So if you're about to go out and get your first Nzonic, the V5 is definitely the way to go. And like I said, you can get these now for £100 off Schmo Vapes, which for a mod of this calibre and at the high-end scale is a really good price. And like I said, all three configurations and a kick if you want it, job done. Lovely little touch with the drip indents in the top, taken after the Filipino sun, so that's nice to look at as well. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Nzonic. You can't knock it. Reverse locking ring as well. Really nice and tidy. It's a nice juicy mod.
Of course, it's nice and juicy.
Nice and juicy. One smooth tube. Scores, Tom.
I like it. We do like it a lot. It is good looking. I'd say about a 9.5.
Yeah, it is a good looking device. There is one little issue for me which I'm quite sad about, and it's basically in the 18350 mode. It doesn't do all the way up, so it's not one complete smooth tube. You do have a little bit of a gap there, even though it does have a floating pin. If I was to close this all the way up in 18350, we would have a gap in the top, and that's on all Atties I've tried pretty much. So that is one negative for me, and that's probably what gives it a 9 out of 10 rather than 10 out of 10, because apart from that, it's a stunning looking mod. Really nice engravings on it with the Mads Mods logo on the side. The threads are silky smooth. It's just those that issue for me with the little gap that you get. I mean, the same on the V3. It was exactly the same there. It would be really nice if that would close up completely and you just have that little tube there. But apart from that, it's stunning. It is a big bastard in 18650, and I don't use a kick, and I don't have a kick anymore. I've got rid of it, but I can only imagine the fucking size of this thing in 18650 with a kick. This is hardly a pocket mod in 18650 with or without a kick, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's heavy even without anything on it or a battery even in it. It is heavy, you can tell you've got it.
Yeah.
Or the thing for me is looks as well. Obviously on the V3 it's got the brass button and the brass ring round the top for your button. It also has that on the stainless steel. I'd have liked it if it had been stainless steel on the top on the V5.
It is. Oh, you'd like to, yeah, like the V4.
Yes.
Yeah, the V4 is completely, and the V1 was completely stainless, I believe. But yeah, I mean, I do like the brass accent. That's pretty nice. It just gives it that little extra bit of colour. But like I said, if they had it all in stainless steel, which they do on a couple of the other versions, I believe the V4 was completely stainless steel. But yeah, the vape on it. The vape on it is lovely. Copper contacts. It's a low voltage drop as well. It's a stunning mod, and for £100 at this end of the scale of your high-end mods is quite a good price. You know, Schmo Vapes, I'll give you the website above my head now. They've just dropped it from 115 to £100, so that's cool. You know, you're 15 quid off. Who's to complain? Yeah, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for vape. It does hit hard, and that's down to the copper contacts as well. A nice bit of conductivity going on there. The switch is absolutely lovely. It's just a light little press as well. It's, you know, you would actually think it would fire in 18650 mode with an Atty on the top, but it doesn't. Even without the locking ring, you know, without the locking ring up, it still doesn't fire. It is really nice and sturdy, but yet seems easy to push. So that is quite a bonus. Yeah.
Plus, it's the Filipinos. They know what they're doing. The Cloud Chasers, and they know hard hitting mods. They make great devices, so Nzonic V5, thumbs up for me. Yeah,
a really good device there. So yeah, that's the Nzonic V5. Lovely looking little mod. And as for a telescopic for me, it's probably one of the best out there. Yeah, cool. Definitely. Thanks very much for watching this review, and we will see you on the next one. Stay safe.